What's going on, guys? In this video, let's talk about throwing 100 kicks a day for 30 days straight. Years ago, when I opened my first gym, when I was teaching, I came across this Bruce Lee quote that has always stuck with me. The quote is, "I fear not the man who throws 10,000 kicks one time. I fear the man who throws one kick 10,000 times." And that always stuck with me. And it makes sense. You can have someone, when you spread your energy, you can have someone who spreads their energy and their efforts across multiple techniques, really, becoming really good at a lot of things, but never really mastering or becoming exceptional at any one thing. I think in a lot of ways I do that with the way I spread my knowledge across several martial arts disciplines. But what makes Muay Thai so great in my eyes is that there isn't a barrage, or this large arsenal of fancy kicks. There are, as a whole, within martial arts that you could bring into your Muay Thai, but as far as Muay Thai is concerned, they have a very basic set of weapons or techniques that they use their weapons with. As far as kicks, it's roundhouses. Of course, you have teeps and whatnot, but ultimately the primary kick in Muay Thai, and now this could be argued that it is the teep, but it is the roundhouse. Obviously, you throw it to the leg, you throw it to the body, you throw it to the head, but it's a roundhouse. So to be really good at Muay Thai, and I'd even say kickboxing, you have to have a really good roundhouse. Now, how do you sharpen a weapon to where it becomes truly exceptional? Practice, drilling. So throwing one type of kick or one style of kick 10,000 times would make you pretty exceptional at that type of strike. So as a way to have my students throw that kind of volume, I came up with this challenge 4 or 5 years ago, and we do it once a year or at least a couple times a year. What we do is for 30 days, I tell my students every day for the next 30 days, you have to throw 100 kicks a day. 100 kicks a day, and at the end of 30 days, you end up with 3,000 kicks. Now, I'm well aware that 3,000 is not 10,000, but it's a start, and that's some significant volume. There is a lot that you can learn about your kicks in 30 days of kicking. There are a lot of things to be gained and tweaked and improved after throwing 3,000 kicks. As you see on the mirror back here, once they get started, they all track their kicks throughout the month. And as a way to incentivize the people who do it, I always do a drawing at the end of the month. So whoever completes all 30 days, and let me be real, and not everyone who starts finishes. So I always want to reward the people who really stick with it. Things get away from you. There's people who come in and they throw 700 kicks in a day. They stay here after class for like an hour, or come in before class like an hour, throw 400 kicks or 700 kicks because they took the weekend off, or they had a vacation, or they just fell behind on their kicks and they were like, I'll never catch up. And then they decide, okay, I'm going to just stick to it this day, come in early or stay late and throw like 700 kicks and catch up a week. But number one, what you're gaining from this is just discipline, the discipline of completing the total number, the discipline it takes to come in early or stay late, or even just, I told them when they're not in the gym, if they don't have a bag at home, they can just shadow kick, like spin their roundhouse around, just get your kicks in. Number two, you gain technique, okay? Now, I warn my students all the time, if you're throwing bad kicks, then like everything else, if you do poor form and you do it over and over again, you end up with a bad golf swing. Now, I don't play golf, but I've heard once you have a bad golf swing, you're kind of stuck with it. So I tell my students, make sure you start slow on the first couple days. Don't be in a hurry. Don't throw speed kicks just to get through the 100. Be deliberate in the way that you throw your kicks. The idea here is to focus on your technique. Get the balance of your foundational leg right. Get your hips turning right. Get the snap on the end of your kick. Whip that dragon's tail. As time goes on and you do it slow, then you get into a rhythm, and then you can do it faster. And then all around the kicks just get tighter. You build up the endurance to be able to throw that many kicks. And you're able to throw that many kicks clean in a very technical way. For newer students who don't have all the mechanics of their kicks in line yet, then it's just a matter of getting to the number. So as you can tell with just what I've been saying so far, it is of great benefit. I don't see any downsides to this challenge. With the exception of the fact that if you don't have a good kick, or if you're not focused on keeping every kick clean or technical, the downside could be you end up with a very sloppy, off-balanced kick because you're in a hurry to just get through the number. So the current challenge we're doing ends tomorrow. As you can tell, this mirror is almost filled up, and people have been staying late quite a bit. Some people were, I'm 8 days behind, I'm not gonna catch up. And I'm like, then stay behind and do 800 kicks. There's no reason to quit when you've already passed the midpoint. Quitting just to quit is just being lazy. Just take the effort you started with and add on to it a little bit, and you'll get there. So if you think this is a challenge, you want to try it, I'm all for it, man. Give it a shot. If you train at a gym that has bags that you can use, make it happen. Or if you have a home gym and you have a bag at home, make it happen. If you don't have a bag, shadow kicking, like when you shadow box, shadow kicking, get those kicks in. Focus on how you're turning again, how you're balancing on the bottom leg, how you stand up on the kick. Get all the technical aspects of the kick clean and just do it over and over and over. Maybe do it slower, then do it faster. Spin around, do a pro style kick. Just do no snapping kicks. We like to swing it like a bat. We want to swing through the target. But get your kicks in that way. Remember, sharpening your weapons is like sharpening a weapon. It's grinding repetitively, grinding over and over, sharpening that weapon. And to be good at anything, you need to beat and beat and beat on that craft or that skill until you are beyond proficient. And from that grows confidence and comfort in that particular skill set. If you do the 30-day challenge of 100 kicks a day, leave some comments down and let me know how it goes, okay? Or let me know you're starting it. Just let me know, man. I like to hear from you guys, all right? And with that, I'm going to end this video. Thank you for watching, right? Please be sure to like and subscribe. That helps us out, and we'll keep this thing going for you guys. Okay, keep fighting for fit, no excuses, and I'll see you in the next video.